Hey guys, a bit of a different video. This is actually recorded from my phone, so I just want to show off this little gadget that I acquired. It is a Stream Deck from Elgato, I think it's called, and it is so amazingly awesome. So it's basically you can control. I have only I've only twiddled around with it yesterday for a few hours, but I mean, so far I haven't found anything really that this thing can't do that I needed to do. So this is sort of my basic, the first setup, the first profile I have. This is the sort of default profile, and you have 8 buttons. You have this display also works as buttons, and then you have these dials, knobs, if you want to call them that. You can turn them. You can change pages. My phone has a bit of a trouble focusing, I can see. You can turn the pages. There are 10 pages, so you have a lot of options. And for instance, there are all of these plugins that you can download to the software, where it can control all kinds of things. For instance, these 2 buttons, just by the push of a button, it changes if I want to use headphones. So it changes the default audio output in Windows, and I can change it back to speakers. I can restart my computer and I can turn it off. This button is sort of a multi-action button you can set up. So for instance, one button can do multiple things. This button here, if I press that, it opens OBS. It also opens a program called Wavelink that I'm using, which is the same company that made this Steam Deck also made a software called Wavelink, which is sort of a digital virtual mixer. So if I press this button, it will open OBS and Wavelink. This is GIMP. This is the image editing software that I use for making thumbnails and things like that. YouTube, this just opens YouTube. You can also make folders. So for instance, if these 8 buttons on one page is not enough, you can press this, and then you can make, you can just have them launch games. So Helldivers, Warhammer 3, the mod launcher, Deep Rock Galactic, and Arma 3. And then you just push this button and it goes back, and you can also turn the brightness up and down on the thing itself. It might actually show it better if I turn the brightness off. Games, this is a Steam plugin. So if I press this, it opens my game library in Steam, as you can see here. I can just try and minimize it, and then I can push it again. So it just opens the game library. And then you have I have set up various profiles. So for instance, if right now I have the software open for the Steam Deck, which is just very intuitive. For instance, let's just very quickly, there's also Discord integration. So let's just find just a quick thing to show you how easy it really is to use. So you can press the button, or you can press these dials, and then it will show you, so keys and dials, because there are things you can't set up on the keys, and there are things you can only set up on the dials. So, but it's very, very easy to use. So let's just, for instance, if we want to create a folder, we simply just drag the folder in, and you can see right here, the new folder shows up. Then we can double click, and again, it opens it directly, and then we can place all kinds of stuff in the folder, and it is so easy to use. So just whatever you do here in the software, it also mimics on the Steam Deck itself. And then just delete the folder. And you can also set up the profiles. So for instance, if I press this button and it opens OBS, and I don't have the Steam Deck software open, so let's just try and minimize that real quick. So for instance, if I press this OBS button, it will open OBS, and then it will change to the OBS profile. And this is, so it is called a Stream Deck, but you can also use it for a lot of other things. I don't know why it switched back to, I don't know why it actually switched back to the, there it is. I don't know why it switched back. So you can use it for one thing is recording and streaming, but you can use it for a lot of other things, which I already am. So for instance, if I were to start recording in OBS, I simply just press the record button, and you can now see it changes colors. You can set all that up. This text you can add, and you can change it to be a top, middle, button. You can change not button, but button. You can change colors. So for instance, you can see it changes colors. I can pause the recording if I want to turn voice chat on. These are also multi-function keys. They do, so this is if I want my voice to be recorded in OBS. This is if I want my voice to be recorded over Discord, for instance, if I'm talking to people on Discord. So you can pause, you can unpause. This is muting my mic in OBS. Actually, this mutes it in wavelength. And if it's muted, then OBS won't pick it up. And again, I can also change directly the game sound in OBS, and I can change the mic volume if I need to. This is to turn on the death counter I use in Prey. This is also multifunction, so if I press this, it should actually open. It opens the software that is needed to run the death counter, and it will show the death counter in OBS. And for some reason it switched back from OBS. So, and now it says turn off, and if I press this button, then it closes the death count software also. And again, you can set multiple pages up. I only have 2 pages so far for OBS. Also have this profile button, which can then turn to, I can then go back to the default profile, the OBS profile, which we just saw. I have the Discord profile, and this is also extremely cool because this button is the same that I have on OBS called voice chat. This is because I use a virtual cable from OBS to Discord, so I have all of my filters in OBS set up, and I need this one turned on if Discord is to pick up my voice. But this is of course also integrated with Discord, so this is mute and deafening in Discord. I can turn so for instance, if I am in voice chat with people, then I can adjust their volume. Now no one is online at the moment, but if they are too quiet or too loud, then I can turn the specific user down without having to open Discord and do it. I don't have any pages here. You can join text channels directly, again without open Discord. You can also, in here I can change, so if I want my sound in Discord to come out through the speakers, or if I want it to come out through the headphones. Again, I am sorry about the camera, but it keeps focusing on my fingers. Again, like with the text channel, you can also just directly join voice channels. So for instance, if I want to play Anti-Static with some of my friends, I can quickly join it and it actually shows. And I can just go switching audio channels on the fly, again, without opening Discord. And this is where, this was the first thing I set up. I have changed it a bit. So in Helldivers, and again, this is very, very easy to use. Again, it changes back because I opened up the, so it always switches back to the default whenever you open the software, but you can just go like this, go back to Helldivers. So of course, whenever I'm in game, I can simply just push this button here and it will activate the reinforce stratagem. This is resupply. These two here are folders. Actually, these are all folders. So for instance, I can go here. I can tell my eagle to rearm. I can call down an SOS beacon, and I can open, just if I want to look at the stratagems I have brought, I can just press this button and it will open the stratagem menu. This is all of the mission stratagems. So Hellbomb, the Hive driller thing, seismic probe, what's it called? Super Earth Armed Forces Artillery, upload, Super Earth flag, and a super solid state drive. And of course, these are just quickly set up with the weapons, the packs, the orbitals. These are the ones I tend to use the most. and airstrikes along with the rearm. And of course I also have turned the pages, so this is more quick access whenever I go into mission. I can very quickly just assign these things, and what's really cool is that all of these are actually pinned. So across all 10 pages, again my phone has a bit of problem, so across all 10 pages, all of these are pinned, so you don't have to add them to all of your pages. They will always be on, and just adding new things, as I have said, it's just insanely easy. So one of the plugins, of course, that I have downloaded is the Hell Drivers plugin. So let's just go. So if I want to set up for a mission, I want to bring, let's just say I want to bring some rockets. We can just very quickly drag that, place it. If I want to bring some cluster bombs, and then what else? We want some weapons. Let's bring the auto cannon. And let's bring, so we have a backpack. Let's just very quickly bring a sentry of some kind. Yeah, let's bring a Gatling sentry. So I now added it in the software. And as you can see, it has also added it on the Stream Deck itself. And because I use all the buttons here, I have the sort of a profile button here. And I can switch back to very quickly go in OBS if I need to change something in OBS if I'm recording while playing Helldivers, and I can very quickly switch back, and this is almost instantaneous in-game. So yeah, this is very, very cool. This is, I don't recall the last time I was this excited about a gadget, a tech gadget, but this thing here is insanely awesome, and I can't wait to get to use it way more. As I said, I only got it yesterday, so I've just been twiddling around a bit with it yesterday, but it is so powerful, so goddamn cool. I mean, there are so many things that it can do. So yeah, that was it for me, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.